We all hear about how dangerous norovirus and Clostridium botulinum are, and more recently we have heard about Shiga toxin producing E. coli due to the outbreaks in Chipotle restaurants across the United States. Even though salmonella outbreaks are not as commonly heard of as they used to be, salmonella is still one of the leading factors in foodborne illness in the United States. So no one should be taking notes from Rocky on how to train, because eating raw eggs is an easy way to infect yourself with this nasty bacteria.
Down to the nitty-gritty of what salmonella actually is. Salmonella is a group of gram-negative, rod-shaped, facilitative anaerobic bacteria. Though salmonella is not typically considered incredibly dangerous, it is still an important pathogen to keep in mind. According to a study done by Scotland in 2011, non-typhoidal salmonella has caused over 1 million illnesses, 19,336 people hospitalized, and 378 deaths annually. Preventing this bacteria is mainly just a matter of being sure to follow GMPs, as the bacteria can be destroyed by thorough cooking and pasteurization. Some prevention that could be done at home includes washing hands, utensils, and cutting boards before handling poultry and beef to avoid cross-contamination. In eggs, salmonella contamination also occurs in poultry, beef, and unwashed fruits and vegetables.
Also contaminate processed foods such as peanut butter. This is because salmonella tends to reside in the guts of animals such as birds and cows. As a result, the feces of these animals become the carrier for different bacteria, including salmonella. There is a single species of salmonella, Salmonella enterica, which causes foodborne illness. This is tricky, however, because this species has different serotypes that can affect us. The Enteridades serotype is what is most common to us, and what we tend to associate with that nasty bug you get after eating some contaminated food.
In order to experience the symptoms related to salmonella, viable bacteria have to be ingested, not just come into contact with. Symptoms include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, fever, and chills. The symptoms from the bacteria will start to appear anytime between 12 and 72 hours after ingestion. Recovery generally takes about 3 to 7 days without treatment, but traces of the bacteria can still be found in the stool for about a month after recovery.
Typhi serotype is a much more dangerous version of this bacteria, but is also far less common in the United States. It is the cause of typhoid fever and has a rather high mortality rate. CDC reports that an estimation of 5,700 cases of typhoid fever occur annually in the United States. This illness can be deadly and is mainly a problem in developing countries where food sanitation is not a stress. Overall, salmonella is not incredibly dangerous, but it is one to be cautious about. Most outbreaks are not highly investigated due to the large number of cases going on at any given time. This bacteria is something to be wary about in the home, but by properly preparing food, contamination has a rather low probability of occurring.
Created using Powtoon.